This is one of the most shocking contract killings to ever happen on UK soil. A man gunned down on Christmas Eve right in front of his wife and 2-year-old son as they walked up to their home in one of London's wealthiest neighbourhoods. The victim, 36-year-old Flamur Beqiri, brother of Real Housewives of Cheshire star Miss Beqiri, and a man with deep ties to international organised crime. The shooter, a 24-year-old Swedish kickboxer who flew into the UK, disguised himself with a latex mask and a litter picker outfit and carried out the assassination in cold blood. This wasn't a random killing. This was a calculated hit, part of a gang feud stretching across Europe. Flamur Beqiri had built a new life in Battersea, southwest London. He lived in a £1.7 million house with his wife and their 2 young children. Outwardly, he presented himself as a music executive, but prosecutors later revealed he'd been involved in the international drug trade since as far back as 2007. He held both Swedish and Albanian nationality and had links to major criminal players across the continent. That made him a target. On Christmas Eve 2019, Flamur was returning home with his wife Deborah and their 2-year-old son when the shooting happened. As they approached their front door, a gunman emerged and opened fire. Flamur was hit 8 times. His wife screamed, shielding their son. Neighbours rushed outside, but it was too late. He died at the scene. Police launched a major investigation. The nature of the murder, the timing, the precision, the sudden disappearance of the suspect made it clear this was a professional hit. And it didn't take long for the evidence to start stacking up. CCTV showed a man dressed in cleaning gear cycling through the estate, scoping out the property in the days before the shooting. The killer had travelled by a distinctive lady's bicycle with a basket. That same bike was later found abandoned. His disguise included a full latex mask, gloves, and a litter picker to avoid suspicion. That man was Anis Hemisi, a Swedish-Tunisian national and professional kickboxer. He had flown into London 4 days before the murder. He carried out the shooting, then flew straight to Copenhagen just hours later. Less than a month after the killing, he was arrested at Copenhagen airport and later extradited to the UK. During the trial, Hemisi denied everything. He claimed he had no idea who Flamur Beqiri was and said he had only come to London to Netflix and chill with a woman he'd met online. But the jury didn't believe him. The evidence showed clear premeditation, coordination, and involvement in a wider criminal operation. He was found guilty of murder and possession of a firearm. The judge described it as an audacious execution and sentenced him to life with a minimum of 35 years. But Hemisi didn't act alone. He was part of a team sent from Sweden. Estevan Pino Munizaga, another Swedish national, was found guilty of manslaughter after helping set up the logistics, including renting the flat where Hemisi stayed and buying the bicycle used for surveillance. He was jailed for 15 years. 2 other men, Clifford Rollox from London and Claude Isaac Castor from Sint Maarten in the Caribbean, were convicted of perverting the course of justice for helping clean the flat and remove evidence, including the gun. They each received 3-year sentences. This wasn't just a London murder, it was part of a tit-for-tat war between 2 of Europe's most violent criminal organisations. Beqiri had been targeted before, and some believe this hit was ordered in retaliation for attacks linked to his associates. The court heard about another incident involving a close friend of Beqiri, Nayef Adawi, who was ambushed by gunmen in Sweden. He managed to escape with his baby daughter, but his partner, Caroline Hakim, was killed. That attack, like Beqiri's murder, was part of a cycle of escalating violence between rival gangs involved in large-scale cocaine and cannabis trafficking. Hemisi's claim that he came to London for a casual hookup didn't hold weight. His every move was calculated. He wore disguises to blend in. He had no personal connection to the victim. He was a gun for hire, a paid assassin sent across borders to carry out one job and disappear, and the court was clear about that. The judge told him directly, "You carried out an audacious execution intended to induce terror in southwest London and beyond." And that's exactly what it did. It shattered a family, it sent shockwaves through the community, and it exposed just how far-reaching and dangerous these international drug networks truly are. To this day, others involved in the planning are still on the run, including one man believed to have financed the hit, who disappeared after being deported from Egypt. So while the shooter may be behind bars, the full story behind who ordered this murder and why is still unfolding. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like the video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more UK crime cases and real stories. This case was brutal, calculated, and international. A reminder that organised crime doesn't end at borders. It only gets more dangerous when it crosses them